Hey there, I'm Mark and I'm thrilled to have you here with me. Our goal at bike.rent Manager is to make your rental operations sleeker, more efficient, and ultimately more profitable. We'll guide you through our software to help you maximize the value you get from bike.rent Manager. Join over 800 teams worldwide, from dynamic global brands to nimble local enterprises who trust in bike.rent Manager. In this video, we're going to go over offering control. This is how you take bookings online and how you would like your customers to behave when booking online. So in our settings here, we will go to offering control. And we're going to start at the top here and kind of go through each of these settings individually. So time limits, online minimum rental period, makes sense. That's in minutes, so whatever that might be for you. I'm going to set mine to 280 minutes. My maximum rental period, that would be the absolute max you rent for. So if you say you rent for a month, you want to make sure to go do the math on that for minutes. Your lead time, this is the difference between when the customer books online and when they can actually pick up their bike or their items. Mine is set for an hour. This is just very helpful to keep customers maybe from sitting in the parking lot, making a couple bookings on their phone. They walk in the door, those bikes aren't quite ready for them yet because you just saw the booking or you haven't seen it yet. This can really kind of help you keep organized and keep happy customers. Your booking slots. These are the valid slot durations here that you've chosen, and you're welcome to use these. Our new CBP uses these, which is great, the new customer booking page. So it makes it really easy for you to control when your customers are showing up so that you don't get overwhelmed by your rentals. You're not required to use booking slots. You can turn that off, and then each of the bookings that will come through will be based on each half hour of your day. I like to use booking slots though. So I have 9, 11, and 2 set up as mine. Now, I do have 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour, 1 day, and 2 day as my valid slot duration, the time that they're going to rent for. I'm going to remove the 2 hour and 3 hour because I am not doing that for my online booking. And I'll show you where you'll need to go to make sure that this matches what you're actually advertising for online with your pricing for each of your bikes. So we'll move on down the screen here. Now your booking mode, this defaults to instant booking. This is really what sets BRM apart from our competition is we are inventory based. So when a customer makes a booking online, that is an instant booking. They finish the process, they put their credit card in, that booking comes through, and that's their bike. Booking requests, this is more for larger organizations that have lots and lots of bikes. They maybe don't want the customer to make an instant booking. They want to go and check and make sure they have availability. Perhaps they do have another operation, whatever it might be, whatever reason they might have for doing that. Most of our customers use instant bookings, keeps things easy and keeps you from having to allocate bikes yourself and check to make sure you have them. Registration mode. The system defaults you to account mode. That would mean that the customer comes, the very first time they come on your site, they will put in an email and a password. They'll create an email and a password. And then when they come back, they will use that email and password to log back in. They're not logging into a portal. It just keeps from duplicating them in the system so you don't end up with 20 or 30 Bob Smiths in the system. I recommend maybe going to guest checkout when you're testing, if you're still in sort of test mode here before you sign up with us. This just really helps keep from having to deal with that while you're just in test mode there. And you can always switch it back to account mode when you're ready. Auto cancel. What this does is as a customer is working their way through the online booking process and they get down to the bottom, they hit the book button, the final button, the one before the final button, that will send through a provisional reservation, which will provisionally reserve that bike or bikes for them for a certain amount of time. You can set that to auto cancel if you like. If you turn it off, then that provisional reservation just stays there, meaning that they essentially have a reservation in the system. You're welcome to do that. You can stop the whole online process right there, have that be the final bit. They receive an email provisionally saying, you have a provisional booking. We'll see you when you get here. You can pay in the store. Or you can set it to auto cancel like I have it here. I've got mine set to 30 minutes. So what happens is that this will time out after 30 minutes. If they don't put their credit card in online, the very last step, this entire reservation will just disappear from the system in 30 minutes. No need to go and check it. I did it this way in my shop because I was just too busy to worry about having to go chase after the provisional bookings, but some shops really like to do that as well. Multi-location, pretty self-explanatory. If you're using our multi-location function, which will be in another video, this will show both stores or multiple stores online, allow you to have a drop-down. And then payment. You will need to choose a payment type here. It's not a permanent choice here. So if you're just going through and setting this up so you can do some testing, go ahead and choose Stripe, and then you can set the booking payment to 1%, 0, 10%, whatever you want it to be. Doesn't really matter. You'll be in Stripe test mode if you decide to do that. They'll give you a test credit card number, which isn't a real credit card. That will flow those bookings through. Once you're done with that, we'll go ahead and save this page. And that's pretty much everything for offering control. Now, there is one other thing that kind of goes along with the auto cancel here, and that is going to be notifications. So you're going to want to go and find the notifications tutorial video and go over that. And I will also mention how coming from here to the notifications makes sense and how it all kind of goes with communicating with your customers there. Thanks so much and happy renting.